Welcome to our podcast, everybody. Захar
and Danya
are here. Our guest, Iryna. She's a schoolmate of ours who has a disability. And today we are going to discuss the accessibility of urban environment and other related topics. We hope you enjoy.
Together we can.
Hey, Ira. I'm glad you joined our podcast.
Hey!
I have a question for you. Have you ever watched the TV show Family Guy?
Oh, no.
Okay, then let me introduce you to a TV show character named Joe Swanson, who depended on a wheelchair and always gets into hilarious and absurd situations due to his disability. So, my question is, have you ever been in similar situations yourself?
Oh, yeah. There are many situations like this. Once in winter I was leaving school with a friend and suddenly I stumbled upon a curb on my way.
Were you riding a wheelchair?
Yes, I was in a wheelchair and trying to climb onto the curb, but as I turned I lost my balance and fell into the snowdrift.
Wow, how did you get out of the snowdrift? Did your friend help you?
My friend couldn't lift me since she's not a power lifter, and my weight plus the wheelchair totals to 50 kilos, which is too heavy. Thankfully, some kind people came and helped me to stand up.
Oh, that's great.
You mentioned that you stumbled on a curb, but do you find it convenient to get around the city in general?
Yes, I've lived in Moscow since the summer, and I find it much more comfortable here than in Balashikha.
It's worth mentioning that Ira used to live in Balashikha, which is in the Moscow region, and recently she moved to Moscow.
Getting around is much easier for me here.
And what mode of transport do you usually use to get around?
Maybe I usually take a taxi to get around, but I'm planning to start using the subway soon, because there's an elevator at the station near my house that goes straight to the train.
And do you have any public places that are maybe difficult for you to access? I've noticed that, there are pretty steep ramps near some buildings. I think it's not comfortable, is it?
Yeah, it is. I usually have problems with them. Sometimes I just can't climb the ramp by myself, and that's why people usually help me. They carry me in their arms.
Well, I think lots of girls would be jealous that they carry you in their arms.
I think they do. Well, unfortunately, our airtime is coming to an end, and I think we will wrap up on this note. Ira, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Guys, thanks for listening to this episode of our podcast. Stay tuned for new releases.
Together